What's up, everybody? It's Pastor Jonah here with Mercy Chapel. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to give everybody an update as to what and how we are going to respond to the recent COVID-19 or coronavirus situation that we have going on in our nation right now. So we need to, again, one of the reasons why, we're making some changes is we're not, responding over the top, but we are moving forward with just some precautionary wisdom. Okay, so there are going to be some folks on both sides of this issue who say, one side of the issue is going to say, we're not taking enough precaution, we should cancel services altogether. What are you doing still congregating? They're telling us to not get together in large groups, so on and so forth. And then the flip side of that coin is people in the church may be saying, well, you shouldn't be taking any precaution. You really, you need to be making sure we're moving forward. The Bible says very clearly that we've been given a spirit. We haven't been given a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. And, what are you doing? You should be walking in the authority of Christ. Okay, so let me just address all of that, and then I'll tell you, what we're going to be doing moving forward. So, the Bible's pretty clear on not being foolish. Okay, so we need to make sure that we're not being foolish. So we are going to take some precautionary measures. If you were going to take the Bible literally in certain verses, at the end of Mark's gospel, the Lord would say, there's going to be those who are going to be handling venomous snakes and drinking poison, and no harm will come to them. And so there are those in the church now who take those verses literally, and they dance with rattlesnakes and drink poison, and they die. So we don't want to do that. So we want to, we're not going to be foolish. We're not going to tempt God, but we're still going to walk by faith. So walking by faith, we're going to, implement some precautions. So some of those precautions moving forward is going to be, number one, I said we're going to be canceling all small groups, which means we'll be canceling Men of Valor, canceling the Ladies Salt and Light group. The Mommy and Me Play group is going to be canceled throughout the week. Sadly, we're going to be canceling youth group temporarily. It's just sad because we were just getting ready to ramp up our youth group and really get things going on a week-to-week basis. So for right now, we're going to be canceling youth group and anything outside Sunday and Wednesday services. Again, we're going to be holding Sunday and Wednesday evening services, but they're going to be shorter. They're going to be abbreviated. They are going to be family integrated on Sundays, and the reason why we're going to be doing that is because we don't want the kids running around touching each other and sharing lollipops and kind of what kids do, and just kind of spitting all over each other and just sharing whatever it is that they have in their hands with each other. So what we will ask is, if you come to church and you want to bring your children, we ask that you would just keep them with you. It's going to be a family integrated service, and just try to keep them as close as you can, and just prevent them from touching each other, and you know what kids do. So try to keep them from doing what kids do for a little while. So we're going to also canceling the meet and greet time in between worship and the Bible study. Again, it's not that we of course we love to encourage fellowship and all that, but we cannot we want to try to prevent people from interacting physically with each other as much as possible. So also the after church fellowship, we're going to forego that for a little while. And again, this is only for the next 30 days or so, just until things start to, we start to see things blow over with regard to COVID-19. We're going to postpone communion, which is sad. We were scheduled to host the Lord's Supper this Sunday, but again, for obvious reasons, as you know, as you pass out the communion plates, we get people, reaching their hands in and grabbing communion cups and the elements and so on and so forth. So we're going to postpone communion for a little while. But on that, for you families who are watching this, feel free, please. I encourage people as much as I can to take communion at home with your family and with your children. I really encourage, you don't only have to take communion at church. I just want to encourage you, take communion at home. You get some time, you get your family around, and you want to celebrate the Lord's Supper, and you really want to take some time to remember the Lord's broken body and his spilled blood. I want to encourage you to do that, just as a side note. Also, if you're sick or your kids are sick, stay home. Lovingly, we love you. But if you're showing any symptoms, don't come into church with rubber gloves on and a respirator or a surgical mask or anything like that. Just stay home. We love you. We know that your desire is going to want to be to fellowship with us, but if anything happens, God forbid, we just wouldn't want to be that be a result. So just stay home if you're not feeling good or if your kids aren't feeling good. If you feel uncomfortable coming to church, please be free in the Lord. Stay home. Again, we love you. Don't feel obligated. Don't feel bad if you can't make it. Don't feel like some people are going to be going to church and so you feel pressured to go to church. No pressure. Stay home. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be broadcasting online anyway. We're Facebook Live every week. So if you want to watch online, just go to Facebook and like our page, and you can watch online. While we're going through these things. On that though, if you want to give, you still want to uphold your covenant to give to the church and give to the Lord by way of tithes and offerings. We can still receive tithes and offerings online. If you want to go to our website, we have a giving link. You can donate online. Or if you want to mail in your tithe, if for whatever reason you're just not going to come to church because you're feeling a little squirrely about coming to church and you want to send your tithe in, the address is 1861 Main Street in Sanford, Maine. Again, it's just it's one of those things where I know if this is your fellowship and this is your church and you still want to support it, then we want to make that as easy as possible for you to do. So with all that being said, again, just really quick, we're going to be canceling anything extracurricular outside Sunday and Wednesday evening services. Try to forego any, unnecessarily touching or handling of each other or whatever. Again, it's all the body of Christ. We want to embrace each other. We want to give each other godly hugs, so on and so forth. But let's just kind of hold off on that for a little while. Keep an eye on your kids when they come to church. You can keep them with you, keep them close. We're going to abbreviate service, so it's not going to be too painstaking for the kids. But again, we're just going to be moving forward in wisdom, precaution, in love. But certainly, we're going to have to walk by faith as well. So I think we've struck a pretty good balance with that. And again, this is also, we're kind of following suit with some of our other churches within Calvary Chapel that are doing the same thing. I think there's a lot of wisdom in it. So we're just going to be rolling on. And so God bless you. We love you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to call the church. Feel free to email the church. And we can answer any questions that you may have regarding what we're going to be doing moving forward if any questions have not been answered on this video. So anyway, God bless you. We love you. We'll see you on Sunday.